From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Man, if that one of them cameras right now, I'll be beating you. I would holding you with one hand and beating your ass with the other.
I'd love to see it.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Within the last few weeks, Brandi Landry notices several issues with her boyfriend's attitude. Concerned that something untoward occurs behind her back, Brandi asks for aid to vanquish her fears. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
I met Tommy a little over 3.5 years ago. We met through social media and instantly hit it off over the phone. And like I said, I moved back to the Metroplex and everything's been really good until recently, so.
Tommy, age 48, a marketing manager of a fitness club, suspected of getting in a few extra workouts with another woman. After a short briefing, Cheaters deploys intel units to the suspect's workplace. Upon night's descent, Cheaters' private eyes spot the suspect as he leaves work. Tommy drives to an uptown shopping center. The suspect parks and walks to a nearby coffee shop. Inside, Tommy grabs a cup of coffee. Outside, the suspect meets up with an unknown woman. Tommy greets the female with a hug and a kiss.
My suspicions here lately have been the fact that he's been working late several nights a week. His checks haven't been any bigger. Tommy's a marketing manager at a gym and he's working for commission, and you would think if you're working late, you'd be bringing home more money. Tommy's been working more hours than I put in promoting bands, so I'm not stupid. I know there's got to be something going on. When I call him because he's late, he's really rushed, and it's, okay, yeah. Okay, love you, bye. And he hangs up. It's never more than a minute, if that. Nothing like it was, even 3.5 months ago, where, he'd stay on the phone for 15, 20 minutes at a time. I also did find, I was going through his phone, looking for something he asked me to look for, and I found a picture of him and this bimbo chick with her boobs hanging out, and it's like, really? That's not even what you're into. You're more of an ass man. Why is her what is this? And he just explained it as a client that really just is outgoing like that, which I don't find appropriate at all.
Taking a pause from their window shopping, the pair stops momentarily. Tommy gropes his partner. After a few minutes, the suspect and his mysterious lady continue their jaunt. The short walk ends at the woman's car. Tommy gets one last grab of her luscious derriere. The lady gets into her car. As Tommy walks back to his car, the woman drives away.
I've invested 3.5 years of my time, my emotions, my love. I've been through this before, and I swore I wouldn't do it again. I figured with someone older, I wouldn't have to worry about these problems. But, hopefully we don't find anything at all. But if we do, I'll lose it. I don't know where I'll go or what I'll be doing. I just don't know.
Cheaters investigators stay on the stakeout. The Cheaters team watches as Tommy leaves work for the night. The suspect drives across town to an upscale restaurant. After a short wait, the woman from previous surveillance arrives to passionately greet Tommy. The woman, now identified only as Jenny, holds hands with the suspect as the pair enters the restaurant. Once inside, quite a bit of playful fondling occurs. Sometime later, after finishing the meal, the suspect escorts his date back to her car. Tommy kisses Jenny as she wraps her legs around his torso. Jenny gets into her car. The suspect walks to his own vehicle. Tommy drives home to his neglected girlfriend, Brandi. Spotting the suspect's routine, Cheater's detectives stay with a stakeout of Tommy's workplace. At the end of the day, the suspect leaves work. Cheater's investigators covertly follow Tommy to a motel. The suspect goes to one of the rooms. Jenny opens the door. Tommy greets his femme fatale. The suspect enters the door. Cheater's agents wait. Sometime later, the door reopens. Jenny wears a towel, and Tommy's shirt hangs out. The suspect gives his paramour a goodbye kiss as his hands wander all over her body. Tommy leaves the room, pausing in his car to tuck in his shirt. As the suspect cleans up his evidence before going home to Brandi, Cheaters prepares their evidence for a meeting with Brandi.
Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that Cheater's agents have collected a cornucopia of damning evidence against the suspect, Cheater's producers contact Brandi. Grappling with the prospect of life alone, Brandi now decides to examine all findings.
Brandi, the first thing I'd like to say is we're glad to have you here this evening. I understand there's been a lot of things going on in your relationship right now with Tommy. Are you ready to see what we've come up with?
Sure.
All right. All right, Brandi. We begin our investigation outside of his workplace. We see him emerge. He walks out, he gets into his vehicle, and he leaves. As our detectives follow Tommy, he arrives at a shopping center. We see him pull into the parking lot, park his car. He gets out and he walks. That's when we see him walk over to a coffee shop. He is by himself. Walks in, grabs a cup of coffee, and then when he comes out, standing there, all of a sudden he's approached by this woman in the boots,
Ew.
smoking a cigarette.
Oh my God.
They kiss right.
It's
I know
nasty.
it's hard to watch this stuff, but they kiss in front of the coffee shop, walk over in front of a mattress store where he proceeds to squeeze all over her, pull her shirt up. I mean, he's being very touchy-feely with this girl, in a sense.
That's the bitch that was in the picture.
This is the girl that was in the picture you saw?
Yeah.
Are you 100% on that?
Oh, I'm 100%.
So this is that same girl then?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
A gym client?
Yeah, supposedly.
Supposedly. Okay, well, after they're hugging and kissing in front of the mattress store, he then proceeds to walk her to her vehicle where he then extends his arms below her waistline and just grabs all over her. They kiss multiple times. She gets into her vehicle and leaves, and he does as well. Moving forward with our investigation, Brandi, on this day, we're outside of Tommy's workplace. And a few moments later, he waltzes out, gets into his car, and he leaves. As our detectives follow him, he drives and arrives at this motel. The door opens close to where he parked, and that same woman from the previous stay is there. During the time that he walks into that motel room, Brandi, he receives a phone call. What you're about to hear is the audio from that conversation.
Hello? Hey, babe, what are you doing? Hey, Don. I'm working late tonight. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to call you yet and tell you. It's going to be a couple hours, sweetheart. Okay, so are we doing dinner still, or what's the game? Yeah. Like I said, we're going to do dinner and everything. It's going to be a couple hours late. Okay, well, give me a call on your way home. All right, I love you. I love you too, babe. Bye.
A couple hours late.
It was more like 5 hours late, but
After finishing up your phone call, a short time later, door opens with her in a towel only, completely nude. His pants, you can see his belt hanging out. He has to walk over to his car. Before he can even get inside, he's tucking in his shirt, fixing his pants, getting the trousers all buttoned up.
I know what night that was.
You know what night that was?
Oh, God, yes.
We'll
That was
come
the
back over
first
here for a
night.
second.
Oh, my God.
He gets into his vehicle, and he leaves the motel.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go stage
Okay.
Wait for Detective Gomez to give us a call. Get a location. Brandi, are you ready to go confront these two?
You know I am. It's time for this to be done and over.
All right, well, let's go get you the truth right this way.
Thank you.
There's our detective right there. Give me 1 second. Gomez. Hey, can you hear me? All right, so he left his job. They went to Havana's restaurant and club. All right, copy that. We'll see you soon. All right, bye. They're together right now at a place called Havana's. It's a nightclub / bar and lounge from what I got, but Gomez is going to come out and he's going to direct us to where they're at. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Brandi? Be careful, okay? To your right when you walk in, all right? Come on.
Coming up, the conclusion.
They went to Havana's restaurant and club. I'll have you lead. I'll put her first so she can get right to them. Who's that, Tommy? That's Jimmy. I'm Clark Gable with the show Cheaters. The only reason why we're here is because she called because she thought that you were cheating on her.
Oh, this is sales,
Can I talk to you outside?
What the are you doing? I thought you were selling liver. This does not work. This does not work. Let me go. You're working? You're freaking working, huh? With that whore?
Come right this way.
Would you pick her up in a freaking trailer park?
Man, really? Are you kidding?
Are you kidding? A hooker like that?
What? No. I'm trying to tell you.
Who the is she? I saw a picture of her.
Her name is Jimmy.
Wife. Oh, really?
Yeah, really. And she me real good.
I just have one question. Did he approach you?
He sure did.
He sure did. What did he say?
You know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. It is what it is.
Hang tight for me for a minute. I'll be back.
Sure, no problem, Clark.
All right, thank you.
Go, take her back to that little motel room. You know, since that's what you're into, obviously. You don't go anywhere classy with her? That's where the trailer park stays, isn't it? I guess you can take the girl out of the trailer park, but not the trailer park out of the girl?
Huh. Jenny, nothing like you think.
Jenny?
Oh, honey, I can tell you right now, she's a trailer.
Jenny.
She's trailer trash.
I mean, you've been with Brandi for 3.5 years, and from what she's told me,
3.5 years, and you're throwing it away.
A pretty solid guy. So I'm just trying to get your side of the story.
You know
I'm not here to upset you or anything. I'm just here to understand what mistake you made and what happened.
Oh, this is a business deal.
Oh, you got it. Let it go.
You know, I'm trying to make money for my boss. Trying to...
Business deal?
Yeah.
Is that all you're going to tell me?
Well, unless you got something to prove otherwise.
Yeah, I have a lot to prove otherwise. I mean, are you sure you didn't go anywhere? You didn't go to a motel room, didn't have dinner together, and, you know, take a phone call while you were inside the motel?
Of course I'd take a client out to eat. I'd take a client to dinner. You know, what's up?
That's what's up. It's one thing taking a client to dinner. It's another thing taking a client to grab some coffee. But it's one thing to take a client to a motel room, fully undress her, to the point where you come out with your pants still unbuttoned.
You guys have been all over me, haven't you?
You know, you're very comfortable.
What are you doing with my man? No, bitch.
Bitch, I've been with him for 3.5 years.
Hey, man.
Take him. No, why don't you get him, man?
Whoa. Hey, go, back off.
Y'all two deserve each other.
Take your trailer trash. Get out of my face.
I'm sorry.
Got your whore. Come on, bitch. Come on, let's get it.
I don't want anything to do with this trash anymore.
Tommy, you have nothing to say
stuck
at
in
all?
that.
I've said plenty. You need to shut up.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What? Are you gonna threaten him? Why? Because you did something.
Him?
Excuse me?
You serious, man?
Man, if that wasn't on camera right now, I'd be beating the I was holding you with one hand and beating your ass with the other.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you would.
Why are you worried about the cameras?
You can't even. Oh,
I came here to talk to you, not to upset you or anything, to ask you a couple simple questions.
Where's my glasses?
Someone pick up his glasses.
They're not working anyway. Obviously, you can't.
$1,100 glasses. Someone's getting in trouble for that.
Your glasses are right there in your pocket.
These ones? These? Talking about these, honey? The ones that don't work? Hey, look, I got them. Bitch ass. Go screw your whore. I'm out. Give me the keys to my car.
Your ass, bitch.
Here.
Come on, bitch.
Here.
Come on.
Grab somebody my glasses.
All right. Your glasses up. I'll drive.
Let him go. Let him go. Okay? It's all right. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. As soon as I take her home, baby.
You're not coming home. You take that bitch. You don't come home.
Baby.
Tommy, do you have anything? Do you have anything to say to anyone that would see this right now?
Kiss my ass. I'm stuck.
Drive off, you little whore. You ready to come on? Come on. Come on. Keep driving. Yeah, you're going to keep driving because you're a puss. You're a puss like that. You're not even a woman. You're not even a woman. And you're not a man. You're not a man. Go to hell. Mother.
With the confrontation behind her, Brandi realizes a harsh decision needs making. At the end of the show, Cheaters reveals her plans. But now, Larry White provides us further insight into how his life has improved since catching his blasphemous girlfriend with another man on Cheaters.
You know, the old story back in the day with me was believe half of what you hear, all of what you see. So what I seen was something that I wasn't expecting. I tried to have a younger woman in my life, and that was a big mistake on my part. But once I seen it with my own eyes, I had to accept that. That's the way the Lord had it planned. He had it planned for me to find out, and it was something that I needed to find out before it went too far.
What is all the girls?
This is just my friend.
Your friend? Are you serious?
Gosh.
Are you really serious?
At the church.
Do you do this with your
Well, I'm
friends?
just saying, if you told me you was out with your friends or your girlfriends, I don't see the girls. Where the girls at? That's the part I'm worried about.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
You have the cameras following me, and I'm
just
coming out of
asking
church.
a question, baby. All I want to know is the truth.
I mean, if she really wants to be with that man, I wish him the best. But then to it again, what goes up must come down. I respect what he said, because he gave me some wisdom, some knowledge. But all I want him to realize is one thing, two things for sure. Keep living, son. You going where I done been. And that's up, because he sure ain't going down.
I was trying to get an understanding with her.
Man,
No understanding. I don't want you. What?
she don't even want you, man. Get your motherfucking ass on.
There ain't no way to talk to me, young man.
Man, that's some bull, dude. Go on. We at church, man. You don't come on church property like that. Nah, we just left it.
Well, I know.
That don't seem like for him to say, I will come get my from your house. What do you want to know? I want you. You're oh, dude.
You don't love me at all, Pinky. At all.
No, I'm in love with him, not you.
I learned a whole lot from that situation. And I have to thank Cheaters for helping me, because I couldn't afford no detective or nobody to go out and find out what she was doing. But it was in the back of my mind. I knew she was doing something she didn't have no business. She kept telling me one thing, but it was always another. And she broke the news to me on the church premises. So I just want to be around somebody that's more on my level. I love my animals. I love my space. And I just want to be able to go out and do the things that I do and come home to somebody that appreciates me for me.
Following the confrontation, Brandi Landry decides to give the suspect a second chance. We can work on this. I know we can. This is just a bump in the road. The suspect, Tommy, feels he deserves a second chance. Tommy and his companion no longer see each other. Despite the suspects breaking off their relationship, the companion, Jenny, feels the suspect will come crawling back to her.
Cheating is a crime. It happens every day. Ugly people running around. Pretty soon they'll have to pay. They think nobody's watching, but you better think again. Another heart is broken.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.